Awesome. So we are live with our 17th episode of Developer DAO Workshop. And today we are joined by our friends from Push Protocol. So, hi everyone. Hi, what's up? How's it going, Harsh?
Hey, Krinza. It's going good. Very cool video, I must say.
I know.
Yeah. Hey, Didi. GM, very excited to start the workshop and to talk about us and what we are doing. So, yeah, very, very excited to be here.
Awesome. We are also joined by Fabio, who's a developer at Push Protocol. So give us some alpha, like what are you building? I mean, when we talk about communication protocol, it surely sounds super cool, but I'm like super interested to kind of know that, as a users, what do we miss, when we talk about communication protocol that's happening on chain, right? What happens in the background? Like, just push notifications in Web3. What's the need?
Got it. Actually, that is a perfect segue for me to load up the deck. So we can
Sure.
probably start with the deck, and I'm happy to talk about like why push notifications and how it's important. And yeah, let's take it on from there. So, Kinza, if you can
Yeah, I
just
can do this.
amazing,
Wait.
awesome.
Let me just make sure that the video is not unlisted because I got a comment about that. I'm just gonna quickly.
Sure.
Whoa, this is super. This is super
Yeah. That
weird.
designers they worked thing. I mean they worked non-stop for a week to come up with the rebranding style that's very different from EPNS. So yeah, we made their lives hell, but yeah, that's how developers are, right?
Yeah.
So
At
yeah,
least I
not
didn't say EPNS in the intro video, so I'm glad about that. I
no,
said
that's
push
that's fine.
protocol.
Yeah, I say EPNS all the time, and then I get a nudge or a secret DM that it's push. Please say push. So I completely understand.
Okay. Let me just recheck real quick that it's not unlisted. How do I? Okay, edit video. Yeah, guys, I'm
Awesome.
learning in public. Like, this is my learning
Sure,
in
sure.
public mode. I'm
You
just learning
just
how to use YouTube
yeah. Just figure out YouTube. I can probably
public.
share a story about how I got to know about Developer DAO and
Please
how I
do.
became a member. So yeah, that will also give you some time. So guys, like this is a I mean, it's a cool story because we were doing Dev Connect in ETH Amsterdam, and I met someone, and we were talking about NFTs and how NFTs bring this exclusive club. Until that point of time, I was not aware of Developer DAO. And what happened was this guy just said that, Developer DAO is this cool thing where all developers are coming and forming a DAO. And all you have to do is just go ahead, get a NFT out, buy it from OpenSea, and that would be it. So I went to OpenSea and I was like, okay, my stack is not matching. And the guy was like, no, forget about that. Just pick the cheapest NFT and that will get you in Developer DAO. And that's how I got in Developer DAO. Then, of course, Fabio, I made sure that Fabio also knows about it, and Richa, who's a co-founder, she also knows about it. And yeah, that's how we became Developer DAO members. And then I got
Awesome.
to know that it was founded by Nader, and I was like, of course, that makes sense. So yeah.
I mean, my NFT says that I should have a pink hoodie, but I don't have a pink hoodie. So at this point, I'm just assuming that you'll just send me the EPNS or push protocol swag
Yes,
in
yes.
mail
The
for New
swag
Year.
is actually quite nice.
I know, I know.
And yes, just slide me a DM. I'll send it out to you.
Done. Guys, I'm done. This is signing out. But yeah,
Awesome.
I think with EPNS and stuff, I know that there has been a lot of traveling for you guys and a lot of product updates as well. I know there's some alpha surprise for the developer DAO members that you'll announce by the end of the workshop. And I actually met Richa last month at ETH Web3 Dubai actually, and there was a lot of excitement in the developer community about just building on top of push protocol, right? And I was also following some stories from ETH India as well, and it looked like it's like everyone is using your product. So I'm like super excited to just know what is Web3 communication, what is push protocol, and just the entire workshop. So I'm just handing over to you, Hirsch.
Awesome.
Just do this.
Awesome. I'll go through all of it. Don't worry. We'll extend the session if we need to be.
Sure.
Awesome. So yeah, let me just let's get started, guys. But yeah, as Krenza said, we had an amazing response from hackathons and from projects building on push protocol. The previous hackathon, ETH India, it was, I think it became the world's largest hackathon, and we got over 175 submissions, which was amazing. Of course, the team worked tirelessly to make sure that they are all judged right, but that was super cool. We almost, I mean, the swags, the line was so huge that we tweeted it out. So it seems like, I mean, the vibe in itself was so nice, but the amount of excitement we got for push protocol and the builders that were developing, that was really, really amazing. So yeah, from aside from that, we do have alpha drops and we do have few surprises, but I'll not be the one to discuss that out. Fabio will discuss it out. And yeah, Pranjal, let's go for it. So yeah, uh, today we are going to talk about how to power your Web3 dApps using push protocol and how that will help bootstrap your protocol adoption and bring it to the standard and even take it further than the standard of Web2 UX. So let's get started. So yeah, uh, I mean, I think all of us are aware in some extent that whatever we are doing in our Web2 life, that starts with a notification, but because it's so ingrained that we kind of forget about it. And just think about it, when we get up in the morning, we look at our phone and we have notifications ranging from all the apps that we use in Web2. So it will be our important email, our Slack, whatever games we are playing, any Amazon delivery we are getting, any PayPal Venmo payment we are doing, any banking loans that we are getting or triggering, or any credit card statements, or even when we are going into social world, like whatever games we are playing or whatever things we are chatting about, or even in WhatsApp, whatever chats we are doing, all of it is driven by notifications. uh, and that is what Web 2 has over Web 3. Like, the UX is so superior. Web 2 apps, they just know that they cannot, they should not ask their user that, okay, this is something which is very cool, but now remember it forever and come back to us whenever things are happening. That doesn't happen in Web 2. What happens is that people, they just, or services, they just tell the users that, hey, something of importance might have occurred for you and what you want to do. And this is why Web2 UX operates better, because you don't have to remember things. Your Amazon delivery will happen, so you'll get a notification. WhatsApp, any friend messages, you get a notification. You don't have to be there on their app all the time. And that basically is such a critical part of communication. But yeah, surprise, surprise, in Web3, that was absent. So, for example, like WhatsApp usernames are mobile addresses, or Twitter usernames are Twitter usernames. Email usernames are email address. And there is a way for communication and notifications to come to, I mean, to come from there to you as a Web2 user. But yeah, notifications for Web3 or Web3 usernames are actually wallet addresses. So notifications and communication for wallet addresses, they were not there before push. And that's what we did back in 2020 when we started through ETH Global Hackathon. And this is what the workshop is going to be all about, how to trigger notifications, what it enables, and so on. But yeah, to elaborate it a bit more, because developer DAO is a DAO, so we are going to take the example of DAO. Uh, how many times, like I'm sure all of us, we are participants of DAOs, like not even developer DAO, but so many other DAOs. But how many times has it happened for you wherein a proposal came and we didn't get to know about it? Because the proposal was getting talked over on Twitter or Discord, and we somehow missed it because that's not our Web3 username, right? Uh, that is the specific problem which push protocol solves. Not only for DAOs, but for DeFi, NFT, metaverse, whatever you name, the problem of communication, that is what push protocol solves. And of course, as I mentioned, the solution was to essentially create a decentralized communication protocol that allowed any dApp, any smart contract, any protocol, any backend to send communication, starting with notifications and chat and video, that are now tied to a user wallet address. And because these notifications are coming from an open network, they're multi-chain and they're gasless, what it meant was that finally notifications and your communication data is now tied to your wallet, and any crypto wallet can just tap into this network and can show all these notifications and all these communication out to you, whether it's on chain, whether it's off chain. Uh, Push protocol basically supports that. So this is in essence what push protocol is. uh, a little bit of humble brag. So till now, we have powered over 18 million notifications. We have sent these notifications to over 60,000 Web3 users. We have more than 100 plus integrations, which we call as friends of push. They include some of the biggies such as Aave, Lens, Uniswap, QEDAO, CoinDesk, Developer DAO now as well, Decentraland, and almost all the cool protocols. That is what Push has enabled from when we started to now. But as I said, like notifications, they are the basic primitive on which communication can be built. So when I spoke about WhatsApp, we are not talking on WhatsApp as much as we are talking via notifications on WhatsApp. But WhatsApp is a chat system. And that's what Push did next. We are super proud to announce Push Chat. We launched it in DevCon. It's in closed access mode. But finally, wallet addresses now have a way to talk among themselves. Not only that, because push notifications or decentralized push notifications were there, so now whenever you're chatting, you are chatting via notifications to each other. And that is exactly what we did through push chat. We also did a POC, a live video to video wallet calling, kind of like FaceTime, directly from the stage at DevCon. And Fabio will be telling you all about how to build notification, chat, and uh, in the very near future, even video. Sorry, guys, dry throat. But yeah, happy to drop some of the alphas before I just put the workshop in Fabio's hand. First of all, push chat is here, but what's next? Happy to share that group chat is launching very, very soon, in probably a couple of weeks. Fabio is actually the lead developer of push chat. We also have something very cool, which is privacy chat that is coming. So right now, because it's an open network, you know that a wallet is talking to the wallet, but it's all encrypted. With privacy chat, you will not be you will not even be able to know about that. So that's very cool. We are also launching mobile SDK with notifications, and of course some more alphas that Fabio can talk about. Okay, let me get some water.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
By the way, you were talking about all of the push protocol, all the intro and stuff. Like one question just popped up, and I was like, what's the origin story of EPNS? Was it something that you guys just hacked in a conference in a hackathon, or was it just a heartfelt problem that you just think was a good enough product that had to work for Web3?
Got it. So the idea actually came to me. I mean, it's a round circle. The idea, in essence, was formed back in 2010 when blockchain was not there. Basically, Apple launched notifications, and I kind of saw through my own eyes like how notifications transformed the entire thing. And I was a mobile app and game entrepreneur back then. So because of that, and because coding on Apple was really, really hard. So you had to understand the entire architecture and how it's different than anything else. I was able to learn about notification architecture in deep detail. And then, fast forward to 2019, like later months of 2019. And I was searching like what are the pain points or the missing piece of Web3 that's out there. And very quickly, I realized when I was observing dApps and smart contracts that, this experience is so contrast to when we were doing mobile apps, wherein notification guided the user. And that was the aha moment wherein we knew that push notifications for Web3 needed to be invented. And that kind of led us to write to Ethereum Foundation. They told us, go build this out at ETH Global. We did that. And I mean, because Ethereum community in general is really, really awesome, we started sharing the idea, and they were like, let us help you out in raising and making sure that this becomes a reality. So that is how the story or the backstory came about.
Awesome. Yeah, I think the dots connected, everything just worked out really well.
Yes, yes.
Awesome.
So right place, right time, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, last slide about alpha, and then we can jump into workshop. So we are very happy to announce Push Protocol 1.5. Some of the cool things it's doing is it's introducing a fee pool. So notifications for users, it's always free. But for super users of chat and for channels who create these notifications, we will have a SaaS-based model in the future, which is a freemium model. And what fee pool does is it basically ensures that whatever fee is coming through the SaaS model, it goes through the protocol, and the push governance decide like what part of that fee pool goes to what crypto wallet, therefore incentivizing crypto wallets and forming a part of their revenue as well. So it's kind of like a circular economy we are introducing, and we are super proud to do that with Push Protocol 1.5. Some of the other cool things is EIP 1271 support, which basically means that apart from EOA wallets, the smart contract wallets can also now opt in to get the notifications. Opt in and all those things that can be covered by Fabio in the later slides. But yeah, very quickly, let me answer a question I saw from YouTube. So I saw some member got a push notification in their wallet. Can you explain, please? All right. So yeah, Peter Pan, the way notifications work or notifications of Web3 work is the first part is sending notifications out, which you can do in a couple of ways. You can either do it from a smart contract, which will interact with our smart contract, and our push nodes are listening to this smart contract. So whatever notifications or communication is coming in, that is quickly validated and indexed in the network. Or you can even send this communication payload directly to the network as long as you are signing it with EIP 721 or with any other verification proof which you can read about in detail in our GitHub with the launch of PIPs. That's what we did 2 months back. But these are about sending notifications. When you send these notifications payload or communication payloads out, the network quickly validates and indexes these notifications. And this is what the job of push node is, which is very much like Ethereum. Like Ethereum account data, the backend, the distributed backend, it kind of stores that. But because it's an open network, now other crypto wallets can choose to listen to this open network, and whatever activity is happening, they are now able to show them out. The way push notifications work, like there are three ways. One is a socket connection, which can be done. The other is running a delivery node. We are done with delivery nodes as well. So you can run it out, and whenever these indexed communication happen to a wallet, the delivery node can now trigger a push notification to each individual front end, and delivery nodes are run locally by any crypto wallet. So that's the second way. And the third is a basic pull method, which is not push. So you do a API request, and that's how you can get all those notifications. You can find about all of this at docs.push.org as well. And hopefully, I've answered your question, and we can probably jump into the demo if everything is good.
Yeah, I think I
And
don't want to keep the developers waiting for the workshop. So let's get the balls rolling. Fabio, I'm just gonna add him to the stream.
Hey, hi everyone. Am I audible?
yes.
Yep.
Cool. So let me just share my screen then, and then we can go forward with the demo. Cool. You guys can see my screen, right? Let me know when you can.
We can.
Cool, perfect. So yeah, so for the demo, so this app.push.org is our main dApp. So as Harsh said, in order to send the notifications, there are multiple ways of sending notifications, and we're going through some of ways of sending notifications here. So for an end user, let's say me as a user, I want to receive the notifications. What do I have to do to start receiving the notifications? So push protocol will have a concept of channels. And when a knowledge of a channel, you can think about like a YouTube channel. So for example, if there's a YouTuber that you're interested in getting notified whenever the user posts a new video, all you have to do is subscribe and you opt in, you hit the bell icon, so you start receiving the notifications. On push protocol is exactly the same. So when you go to app.push.org, our main dApp, we have here something called channels. So those are channels where users, they can opt in to receive notifications. So for example, let's say that I'm interested in receiving notifications for Bankless FR. So as an end user, I don't have to pay anything to receive notifications. All I have to do is come here, I opt in, I just sign a message. It's completely gasless, completely free. And then I have opt-in. So now whenever Bankless sends a notification, then I can start receiving on my inbox. And then we're going to show on the demo where you can get those notifications. So if you go to app.push.org, we have here a list of channels. And then as an end user can simply come here. We have here the Developer DAO channel. So if I want to receive Developer DAO notifications, I just come here, sign a message, and boom, that's all. Now I receive Developer DAO notifications to my wallet. So let's say now on the other side, so we look here, the side from a user that wants to receive the notifications. There is the other side as a protocol or service that want to notify their users. So how me as a service, how do I send notification to my users? So for this, we're going to our staging environment, just because I have a channel here created. So if you go to staging.push.org, so the UI is the same. So we have here something called channels. So since I have already a channel, but I can simply create a new wallet here, and then log in as this new wallet, and I can show you the UI on how you can create a channel. Just loading here. Let me just connect my new wallet to the dApp, and that's the UI. So if you never have created a channel before, all you have to do, the same URL, there's gonna have this create channel button here. Then you click, So all you have to do to create a channel is you have to stake 50 DAI, and then you pay the transaction fees. So in this case, let's go to the next. So I'll stake here 50 DAI, and I'll type here my channel name, hello world. As of now, we're on Ethereum and Polygon, and we're going to have new chains very, very soon. But for now, let's say I'm interested in creating a channel on Polygon, on Gurley in this case, let's create it on Polygon. For the alias, I can just copy and paste my own address. I can add a description here is, my channel will notify you about everything. That's my channel description. And then I can add here my channel URL. That can be the website for my dApp, my service, HTTPS. In this case, I can simply add, for example, youtube.com. Then I just upload an image, and that's pretty much it. And then you just confirm 2 transactions, and then you're going to create a channel. I have a channel here already created that I call demo channel. Perfect. So once I confirm the 2 transactions, my channel is going to be here. So now let's go to the cool part. Let's start sending notifications. So the easiest way to start sending notifications is manually. So once you have a channel created, here on the left, you're going to see a new button called Send Notifications. So there are 3 types of notifications. So there is a broadcast notification, which means we're going to notify all the users who have subscribed or opt-in to receive notifications from my channel. We have a target notification, which means we're going to notify only one address. And we have a subset notification that we are going to notify an array of addresses. In this case, let's notify all the users. So I have here broadcast. Let's add a title for my notification. It's going to be hello world. And here below, we can see a preview for the notification. Let's, hi y'all. And what we can do, so we support content markdown, so we can style notifications on multiple ways. So here, by using this format here, I can add that bold to the notifications. If you want to get to know all different stylings that you can add to the notifications, if you go to docs.push.org, you click on Developer Docs. So it should be some notifications, notification standards. So if you go to docs.org, we have here a section called notification content. And here we have different styling that you can add to your notification. You can add bold, italic, you can add links, you can add live streams, you can add pretty much anything to the notifications. So for example, I'm going to add a YouTube video. Let me take this video here. Let me copy and paste, and then I can click here on media, and I can paste my video here. Before I send the notification, I just want to subscribe from any wallet to receive this notification, so you all can see the end user receiving this notification. If I come here, just to a new browser, I go to staging.push.org. I create I don't need to create any wallet. I'm gonna take this wallet here. Let's opt into my channel here. My channel is called demo channel. So demo channel. That's the channel here. So I have already opted into the channel, as we can see here. So now we can just send the notification. So let me maximize this. Let's send the notification manually. To send manual notifications is completely free. It's completely gasless. So me as a service, all I have to do is just sign a message. And the notification was sent. And see, here we receive here on the bottom right corner. We saw here one icon here. So why, as a sender, I receive the notification? Because when I send a broadcast notification, I notify all the users, including me, the creator of the channel. So we saw here that we received the notification. And if I come here to my inbox, the notification is here as well, as we can see. We can also display the notifications. We have a browser extension. We have a mobile app. So I have a mobile app installed here on my phone. So if I go to my phone now, I'm going to see the same notifications there as a push notification on my phone. We also have a browser extension here, and we see the notifications here as well. And since as Harsh said, this is an open network, anyone can display those notifications. Anyone can simply use the front-end SDK or make REST API calls to the nodes and fetch and display the notifications themselves. Cool. So we have sent manual notifications. Now let's see how we can automate sending those notifications. So there are multiple ways of doing this. The first, we can start using our JavaScript SDK. So if I come here to this, so I have a repo here. So first, let's send notifications using JavaScript SDK. So I have here code, which is here. So all the code that I'm going to show here on this demo, I just copied from the documentation. For this demo of sending notifications using the JavaScript SDK, you can see this if you go to docs.push.org/developers, then you click on sending notifications. We're interested in sending notifications using the push SDK. And that's all. All I did, I just copy and paste this code here. To send a notification using the JavaScript SDK, we just need two information, which is the private key from the wallet that we created a channel. So for example, for this wallet here, we're going to need the private key from this wallet here. So I added here. In this case, I added as an environment variable. I need the channel address, and the channel address is going to be the address from the wallet that created the channel. And in this case, we're going to be sending a notification, a target notification, which means I'm going to be sending a notification to one address only. It's going to be this address here. As you can see, the address has this prefix here, EIP155, column 5, column the address. This is a Cape 10 format, and the reason for this is because we send notifications on multiple chains, multiple EVM chains, and this is one format to identify which blockchain that this address belongs to. Honestly, that's all. Private key, the channel, and in this case a receiver, because we're sending a target notification. For the address, I'm just gonna copy and paste this. I'm gonna be notifying this guy here. So if I come here, the receiver, that's all. I have here the sample payload. We have here actually the actual notification content, and we have here the notification title and body, that the part of notification that's going to be displayed on the phone. And that's it. So if I come here and run this code by doing ts node index.ts, I have sent the notification. If I come here, we see here, we already received the notification here, as we can see on the browser. And if I refresh here, the notification is here as well. And not only this, the notification is also on my phone, and also the notification is on all dApps that integrate push protocol. So the user can have the same experience everywhere the user goes. Cool. So we have sent notifications, a notification manually. We have sent a notification using the JavaScript SDK. So let's see another way of sending notifications, which one way that me personally I like a lot, which is sending notification from smart contracts. So for this demo, it's the same from the JavaScript SDK. All I did, I'm just copying the code, literally copying and pasting the code from the documentation, not changing one line. So same, if you go to docs.push.org/developers, you click on sending notifications using smart contract. So to send a notification using smart contract is just one function call. And I have a code here. So the code from here in the docs, we have a link here, token transfer notification via smart contracts. So I come here. Yeah, so we'll take this code here. So the code here is the same from here. I just copy and paste here. So in this demo here, all we're doing here on this contract, so in this demo, we're going to be deploying a ERC20 token, which upon deployment, we're going to mint 1,000 tokens to the deployer. And all we're doing here, we're just overriding the transfer function from the ERC20 token standard, that when the transfer is successful, we're going to be calling the send notification function from the push contract. On this case, the contract is going to be deployed on Gurley. So we're just making one function call to our contract on Gurley. And then the push nodes are going to take this event emitted from our contract, and then we're going to validate and dispatch the notification to the user. So that's the contract. Nothing special about it. So what we can do now, let's compile this contract. I select the correct compiler version. Okay, so we have compiled the contract. So now we can deploy the contract. So I'm going to be selecting the injected provider. I'm going to be selecting my connected MetaMask account. And then I'm going to deploy the push.sol contract with this contract here. Let me deploy. Just confirm the message. Now we just have to wait for the transaction to be validated. So let me open here. Okay, just wait for it to be confirmed. Okay, it was validated, now it's just indexing. Should be anytime soon here. Okay, it was already validated. Okay, it was already confirmed. Okay, so the contract's here already. The contract was deployed on Gurley. So if you want to send on-chain notifications, you just have to do one more step, which is once you deploy your contract, you copy your contract address, and then you go to your channel UI, and then you have to give permission for the smart contract to send notifications on your behalf. And we call this adding a delegate. So you go to your channel UI, you click on add delegate, you add here the contract address, and then you sign it, you confirm a transaction. It's an on-chain transaction. You just confirm this. And once the transaction is approved, then we can start sending notifications on the channel's behalf. Okay, was already confirmed. Okay, now it's indexing, so it's all good. Perfect. So now let's call this and get the notification, the on-chain notification. So to send a notification, we're going to be calling the transfer function. So that's the function we're going to be calling. So I'm going to call here transfer. So in this case, we're going to be sending the notification to the receiver of the token. And the receiver is going to be this guy here. Just going to copy this address here. I'm going to paste here. And we're going to be sending 1, 2, 3 tokens. And I can send tokens because this wallet that I'm going to be calling this function received tokens upon deployment, as we can see here. So I just have to confirm this transaction. And that's it. Let me just click here. Click here. Just wait for it to be confirmed. Okay. Perfect. So let me come here to the other browser. Let me just refresh here. And I received here the notification. See? And I also received on my phone, I also received everywhere any dApp that integrates push protocol. So I just received here a on-chain notification, a notification that was triggered by smart contracts. Cool. So there are a lot of ways of how to integrate push. I'm going to talk about 2 other ways of how we can integrate push. You can also send notifications from subgraphs. So subgraphs, a lot of people are used to creating subgraphs, and now you can send notifications from subgraphs as well. So how to do this? docs.push.org, you go /developers. I want to send notifications. So you go to sending notifications section here on the documentation, and we see here using subgraphs. And the same as sending notifications manually and using the SDK, it's completely gasless to send notifications using subgraphs. That means the sender, you don't pay this. And the end user, of course, doesn't pay, but the sender, the protocol or service doesn't pay to send the notifications using subgraphs as well. So here we have an extensive documentation to links to our GitHub with examples of how you can send notifications from subgraphs. But TLDR is just one helper function that you don't need to change your subgraph code logic in any way. All you have to do is import this function, this helper function, and this function is going to take care of preparing the notification payloads and then creating the notifications, so then the push nodes can then take this notification, validate, and dispatch. So TLDR, you just have to import one helper function into your existing subgraphs to start sending notifications. There is one more way that I'd like to briefly mention to you guys is there's another way to receive the notifications. So as I said, you can receive notifications. Any dApp front end or pretty much anything can display notifications to tie to their user's wallet address. But now there is also one way to receive notifications, and this is very interesting for people that want to build Discord bots, Telegram bots, email bots, which is receiving notifications using AWS SNS. So this is a new service that we created a couple months back already. It's called Setting Notifications Hosted SNS module. All it does is whenever a user receives a notification, now we can call your API. So the push nodes integrated with AWS SNS. So what we can do is there's a notification to an address, then we can call your API. And now by calling your API, you can start thinking about some very nice integrations that now can be done. So there are some people using this to create email bots. For example, they get email whenever there's a new governance proposal. There's some people building Discord bots. So now people can receive notifications on Discord whenever something happens, whenever they receive a ERC20 token transfer, or whenever there's a new governance proposal. And now people are starting creating these bots on top of push protocol to alert their users in their preferred way of receiving the notifications. And we call this Web 2.5 because we do the bridge between Web3 and using Web 2 services. So for this, we have a demo for this as well. So if you go to github.push.com, github.com. So we have a repo here called Push for Hackers. It's in our repo. And here we have, here we have a bunch of code that you guys can use for your own projects. So we have here called Receiving Notifications. And we have here SNS boilerplate. So that's pretty much the code. That's the code that it's just an Express server that you create an Express server, you deploy this code, then you send to us the URL of your deployed server. Then we're gonna whitelist this on our push nodes, and then the push nodes will be sending you notifications. And this is the code sample that you can use to start creating your own Telegram bots, Discord bots, or not even this. If you have your own mobile app, you don't need to do all the notification infrastructure monitoring on when to send notification to your users. We can call your API, and then you yourself can send notifications to your own mobile app. So those integrations are now possible. There's just one more thing that I'd like to show you guys. Now for the front-end side. So we have seen multiple ways on how you can send notifications. Now let's see how you can display the notification on your dApp. So if I come here, so I have a repo here. It's called front end. So let me start this. Just want to show you guys how the notifications can look like on the UI. Cool. So let me show you the code here. So this code for displaying the notification from the front end is the same. I just copied from the documentation. So all this code is doing here. Actually, let me show you guys where in the documentation you guys can take a look on this. docs.push.org/developers. We want to integrate the front ends, integrating notifications. And we want to receive notifications. Single API, fetching user details. So yeah, so the code here that we're gonna show, I just copied from here. So all this code is doing, we're gonna take a look on how you can display the notifications from my users. So for this, we just need to import the REST API SDK from Push Protocol. And all we're doing here, we have a notifications array, and on use effect, whenever this application, this component renders, we're going to be calling the notifications function, which is this one. And we are using the push SDK to get the feeds, which is the same as notifications. So we're getting, hey, whenever this component renders, hey, give me the notifications from this user here, which is in this case, I just hard coded here. And we set the array of notifications here in the set notification. So we set here. So this notification is going to be the array of notifications. And then I just pass this to this component. And all this component is doing, I'm using the push protocol UI web SDK. Then I'm just iterating through all the array of notifications. And then I'm passing to this notification item component that we already provide. So you don't need to take care, you don't need to do anything about rendering, make the notification look cool on your UI. This is taken care by the SDK itself, and fetching the notifications as well. So you can have notifications look like this on your UI. You see, I have like some videos, lo-fi, hip hop, this very lo-fi girl, very famous lo-fi YouTube channel. And you can have this on your own UI. You can also add this opt-in button. So whenever the user, so you can add this opt-in button to your own app. So when users click here, now the users can opt in to receive notifications right on your app. So users don't need to go to push protocol dApp to opt in to your channel. Just come here and I have opt-in. So in this case, I have opt-in to the channel that I have associated this button to. And I can show you how to you guys how this is done. It's done here, opt-in channel. Just one basic button that I created, that's on click. I call this function, and the function is just calling the subscribe function from the SDK. And I just pass the channel address, and that's pretty much it. Cool. So we have seen multiple ways on how you guys can send the notifications, how people can receive the notifications. But now, as Harsh said, we have something called push chat. So since everything started with notifications, on push chat's no different. Whenever you send a message, a chat message, you will always receive a notification along with the message. Since push protocol started with notifications back in 2020, chat messages and notifications, they are tied. They're strongly tied. I can show you guys how the UI for the chat app looks like. So we have a chat section here. So this is how the chat UI looks like. So I can simply come here and start messaging people. See, hi. So this is the UI, how it looks like. So you can go actually one step further. So since this is an open protocol, anyone can integrate the experience, the same experience that we can see here on your own app. So for this, I have the last demo here that I want to show you guys, which is how to integrate push chat on your app. So for this, same thing for the code for this as well. I just copied from the documentation itself. I can show you guys where to find this, docs.push.org/developers. Integrating push chat. Actually, push chat for Web3. So here we have an overview of how push chat works, how it works under the hood, and we have here a section called UI Web Push Support Chat. So here you can see how to integrate push chat on your app. So TLDR is just one React component. So all you have to do is you just need 4 parameters. The first parameter is the connected address from the app. So we're gonna have you're connected to the app, so take the address from the app itself. So for this, I'm using WAGMI, the WAGMI library. On this case, we have support address. This can be thinking of the customer support for Web3. So now we can have customer support for Web3, something that we could not have before, but now it's possible. So in this case, I'm gonna be sending a message to this address here. We have the environment, in this case is a testnet. And then we have the API key. For now, it's whitelisted, the chat. So for this API key, if you need to integrate chats in your app, just send a message to us on Discord, and we're gonna provide you this API key. So if I come and I run this application here, And we can see, so this is the create React app basic UI, and we have here a widget that once I click and connect to my wallet, then I can see my messages here. Hello, we can start messaging. Okay. So in this case, I could be I'm messaging this address here. It can be a customer support. On the other side, it can be my friend. Later, we're gonna announce very soon group chats. So this can be a group. So you can, as you can see, like to integrate push chat, it's probably one of the easiest ways to integrate push because it's just one React component. Everything related to signature validation, end-to-end encryption, everything is handled by the SDK. So you, as a developer, don't need to take care of this. So you can focus on your logic. Everything related to communication, we take care for you. So this is the demo that I have. So as Harsh said, we have a very nice exclusive alpha or special invitation for the Developer DAO community that we're going to be whitelisting all the Developer DAO members to push chat. So from today or after this workshop in the next couple days, you guys can start messaging your friends, your families, and GIFs, videos, GIFs, stickers, PDFs, files, or anything to your friends. Yeah, it's a special announcement that we did for all Developer DAO members.
Awesome. That's super awesome because I literally had to bag June for the alpha and I was like, I want this because it sounds super cool because I think it was Harsh posting a picture of him demoing something at like some conference and I was like, okay, let's get, because I was excited about the video chat and I was like, I think this is how it works, but I think the video chat itself is an incoming update.
Yeah, I mean, there's a way to trigger video chat directly from the dApp because we haven't commented the code out, I guess. But yeah, that's like a Atari code map. So if someone figures it out, let us know how the video chat is evolving. Awesome. Yeah, bug
Awesome.
bounty.
We've got a lot
All
of questions. We
I
have,
know.
I think, a complete conversations happening even about the phone calls, and I think it has boomed a new product line maybe for you. Like, let's do a push call. Let's
Yes.
take like questions if you're down.
Yeah, yeah. I was reading all the comments and it was like a workshop in its own. It was very funny. So yeah, and yeah, push notification via phone call. All right. So is there any additional configuration needed for different wallets? Well, yes and no. So there are three ways by notifications or chat can be embedded. So based on that, some additional configurations might be needed. See, when we are talking wallets, whether it's mobile app wallet or whether it's Chrome extension, they are playing by the rules of Google and Apple. And because they are playing by that, I mean, an extension, you can form a socket connection and you can be like completely decentralized. But when you are talking about mobile app, if you're sending a push notification out to it, so you do have to do a Web 2.5 bridge for which we have delivery nodes, which we haven't opened the repo out, but we are talking to Wallace and we are providing them that. The configuration in this case is just putting the API key of Apple or Google so that the notification can make it through their middleware. But yeah, other than that, there's no configuration. Everything is easy to incorporate. But yeah, it's a complex question. It really depends like how the wallet is incorporating. But for a vanilla wallet, there's no additional configuration. Uh,
Okay.
then
I
what's
think I
next?
think people are also tracking your conversations, and they have
Yes.
pointed out one with MetaMask co-founder on Twitter.
Yes, so we are talking with MetaMask. I will just paste the Twitter links directly on the chat so you guys can see. Or maybe it might be better if uh, you can
Yeah,
do
just send
that.
it to me. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, short answer. Even when we started, like Dan Finley was the one who told us like what things can work and what things cannot work. So push basically evolved because of him. We are definitely talking to them. We are definitely going through the docs and trying to make sure that whatever things they want, we are able to put that in push chat, and then we'll see like how that conversation goes. But yeah, as the tweet suggests, they are also very excited about it. And one thing that we really loved about MetaMask that they really think a lot about their users. So they did share a document with us, which is so long but is so insightful. So we are just trying to tweak that gaps in, and then we can see any alpha on it. So yeah, Sagar, like that's the only alpha I can probably share. Are there any talks planned to have these notifications integrated into existing wallets? So yes, that's the exact plan, guys. I mean, because we were developing this middleware or communication middleware for the first time, we had to do a go-to-market strategy. The first part of it was that users of protocols, they would not mind one extra hiccup if we are providing a lot of value to them. And that's why we basically went after protocols first. That's why we got integrated with Lens and Uniswap and all the big bits, so that the users can have an instant value. The second part of the strategy is because now we feel that we are at that point, so we are developing SDKs that will make the wallet integration easier. The idea of push protocol is that we are a middleware, so our extension and wallet, like our extension and our mobile app, it will keep on feeding as more and more wallet adopters. We are already talking with few wallets for adoption. We already announced that Polygon wallet would be supporting us, and a few more. Uh, so yeah, that's the exact plan. What we feel is for Web3 UX to improve, the wallets are the Web3 gateway, and therefore it's best if you open up your favorite wallet and you can see all the notifications and chat. Would it be fair to say that all messages for notifications are publicly stored on blockchain? If so, is there a way to obfuscate it? Amazing question. So not all notifications or messages are I mean, messages aside, messages are always end-to-end encrypted. Notifications, there are two ways to send a notification out. One is encrypted and the other is unencrypted. There's a link to PIP to help you guys understand like how we are tackling that. But in essence, the way we see it, uh, so when your loan is about to be liquidated or your ENS domain is expiring or your L2 challenge period is ending or all these blockchain related data, we see that notifications doesn't have to be encrypted for that, right? Because it's already available and we are sending a notification to your wallet. So that is also supported. The other factor which is supported is that notification can be encrypted. We are content independent, which basically means that the encryption type assigned will tell our nodes how to, or will tell the front end how to decrypt it out. So we do support public private key encryption. And we also for chat, we support PGP private key encryption decryption along with AES, which is a asymmetric encryption. So short answer, notifications can be encrypted if you're sending sensitive info. If you do that, then only the wallet that has the private key of the user will be able to decrypt and show it out. For chat, notifications or chats are always end-to-end encrypted using asymmetric PGP and AES encryption. So let me know if that answers your question or if you have any other counter question to it.
I think
Can
this
this
question popped up when Feby was talking about smart contracts and SDK integration.
Got it. So approvals can be done on chain. That's what we. I mean, approvals can be done on chain as well as off chain. I'm assuming you're talking about opt-ins. So what I've shared with PIP is the way the verification proof is stored. So whenever you are opting in, we basically ask you to sign the opt-in. and that opt-in sign is stored. So whenever some front end asks, or whenever someone asks, like who has opted in, we basically the network basically send all the wallets along with the verification proof. So it's always a verification proof that will be attached so that the content cannot mutate. So even with off-chain that's attached, on-chain, of course, that's a smart contract transaction. So that is a verification proof. But definitely read that out. In case you feel there is still a attack vector, I would heavily recommend just opening that out in the PIP, because that's what we want to do. We want all the developers to develop this communication, and if something is weird about it, we need to correct that. Was that phone call a push notification? Fabio can definitely answer that. And who picked up the phone call? That's another question.
Yeah, it was a nice Easter egg for the presentation. Everything was planned.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm just gonna scroll for some more question. Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just gonna
better.
ignore. Push chat alphas, some thank yous. Okay, we have a question here.
Token or Boolean contract has access gated chat. How would I go about doing that? Which contract are you guys talking about? Push chat. I mean, some parts of or some features of push chat will be relying on smart contract, but right now nothing relies on the smart contract yet. So probably you are reading something that's coming in the future, which basically means that we cannot talk about it. OTP validation using push, yes, that can be done. That is one thing that we thought would be the future, wherein you can just send OTP to your wallet address, which is encrypted, and using the notification, because notification payloads are also custom. So using a PIP, we can basically build a OTP validation out wherein you can just tap on that notification and it can authenticate you. That can improve the UX a lot as well. Do you see any form of that can be derived from notification, or it is simply sent unsent? I mean, few things can be derived from notifications, but that's basically derived from the blockchain data. So if a wallet is receiving notifications from some DeFi and from some particular governance sectors, you can derive like the personality of that wallet. That can be done from on-chain as well, but basically because these wallets are opting into certain niches, you can still refine the personality a bit, which is very, very cool. Simply sent unsent, of course, we track. Another form of analytics that can be derived not with the notification but with wallets is a secret product that we are working on. So no alpha drop over there, but you'll find about it in Q2 or Q3. Are you guys going to stand alone mobile? Yes, we are going to support push chat on our mobile app very, very soon. Uh, we just thought it's Christmas and the team should take a break. That's why we didn't launch the chat functionality out, but it's ready. So first a couple of weeks in January, you'll see that. Apart from that, the mobile SDK also allows anyone to integrate mobile version of push chat. So that's coming as well. Can you clarify the encryption? Can you send limited or to multiple wallets? You mentioned that they would need a key. So wallet basically, like the way we, as I said, we are content independent. So that means that we can support different encryption types. One of the encryption type that we support is a public private encryption, which is asymmetric encryption. So usually when you are interacting with the wallet address, you have your wallet address, then you have your public wallet key and your private wallet key, which is known as your private key. your public key can be derived if you know your private key, or it can also be derived if a transaction has been done on your wallet. So both of the ways you can derive the public key, and then you can encrypt that using, I think using ECC. Uh, can be wrong, but yeah, using ECC mostly, you can encrypt the content of the message with the public key of the wallet. And because it's encrypted with the public key of the wallet, only private key of the wallet can decrypt it. And because we are content independent, so this public private key encryption, it carries along with it a type or an encryption type. And because of that, the node can understand, okay, this encryption is in place over here, and this is how you can decrypt it, or the front end can understand. The node doesn't do any decryption, so the front end can understand. And because of that, even if we move away from the public private key standard, all we have to do is, or all the community has to do is open up a PIP, and that can be debated, and then that can be uh, also incorporated. Uh, with push, is it right? I can change. Yes, it is, but right now it's in staging. Just wait for a couple of weeks, and the dApp will support it. Can you revoke? Yes, you can. The way subgraph integration is built is that you can decide what subgraph works for you, and you can attach and revoke them at your will.
Yeah, and I think we are getting a lot of other questions about supporting other chains instead of Ethereum only. And I think you have announced the support of for Polygon, right? Any other chains, any other networks that you're planning?
Got it. So we are live on Ethereum and Polygon right now. Push is like the entire architecture of Push is built to be multi-chain. Not only just Ethereum, but the vision is that a user, I mean, I hate to say it, but a user of Solana will or can still talk to a user of Ethereum and vice versa. And the wallet of Solana will be able to receive all the notifications of a user, whether it's from Ethereum, Solana, or somewhere else. So yes, yeah, ZK AVM, yeah, woohoo! I love ZK AVM as well. But yes, push. The vision is that this is going to be the de facto communication layer for Web3. It's going to support communication for your native wallet address, as well as using some sort of identity. I don't want to give an alpha, but as well as any other addresses that you might have on any other chains, whether it's EVM, non-EVM, or even non-Ethereum. So yeah, that's the plan. As far as coming on another chain, that's going to happen very soon. I just tweeted about it. Like, what chains do you guys want us to come on? So just let us know, and based on that, we will definitely pick the next popular chain.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that was all of the question. I just randomly scrolled, and there was another question about push Telegram bot. I don't think it makes sense right now because then Telegram have to integrate wallets and all of that stuff. I mean, this is not GPT chat, or
Yes, but
because
you can
that's
make a
like
push Telegram bot. Like, we launched SNS just for that, and we do have some cool things in progress. But yeah, that's also a cool thing, like having a push Telegram bot. That's very, very cool.
awesome, awesome. Okay, yeah, I think the questions keeps coming. Let's do this. I think we have like the
Yeah.
entire night.
All right. A last question. I'll probably answer this. So of course it's open source, so nothing stops anything to be implemented. But because this is a communication middleware, uh, we usually thought like whoever does it or whoever gets a network effect, it basically becomes better for all the wallets to adopt. It also eliminates competition because wallets might not want to adopt other wallet implementation. But if you create an open source protocol, wallets basically would love to adopt it. That's our thinking. And to this point, I think we were right because communication is again a different niche to build on. But having said that, yeah, it's open source, so any wallet can say that, hey, I want to build my own middleware. So no one can stop that.
Awesome. Yeah, I think it's a good time to wrap up the session. Just one last thing, if you guys want to drop some link, like if someone have any more questions, where to direct them, probably Discord or any other channels.
Got it. So let me just share the Discord link and push.org link and maybe Twitter link as well. I don't know. Do you guys like Discord or Twitter? Let's ask.
I know the answer, but
Okay.
just reach out to them like in whatever channels, and wherever they reply first, I think that should be your ultimate. Uh,
Yep.
okay, can we repeat the alpha that we dropped because a lot of people might have missed?
All right. So alpha guys, like as you know, push chat is an exclusive mode, and we love developers, and we are opening it to all the DD members. So Fabio already spoke about it. Just if you are interested about trying push chat out, and breaking it so that we can fix it for others, uh, just uh, uh, just fill up. I think Developer DAO already did it. They scraped all the Developer DAO members. So we are going to open up the access for all of you very, very soon, maybe just within a day or so. And I hope you like the experience. Our vision has been bringing Web2 UX to Web3. So break it, or you have any comments, let us know. Let's work on this together, and let's make sure that the communication is also as strong as innovation is in Web3.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining in. Thank you, Harsh, Fabio. And I think the next thing we will be doing really soon is a Twitter space. So if you have any more question, I think that would be a good chance for you to get it answered. But see you in the next episode. Bye,
Awesome.
guys.
See you guys. Bye for now.